Yeah, wrist, man. Check the wrist, man. Got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit on my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep it score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to guard.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now the young man was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie. It's Philip Lindsay. And now look at him go. The 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsay, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Brissett on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett, this one complete to Devin Funchess. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the pass finding its way to the hands of Eric Ebron. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Brissett again. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. From the shotgun, it's Brissett, and he's got Rodgers. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, hold on. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Officially no gain on the sneak, kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down.
Now that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up third down.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Now 4th and goal.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Check. 47 Mike.
Now Brissett on 4th down. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. He's at the 50, the 40. He's at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Touchdown.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. throw for Brissett. Ebron caught left side. That throw good for 4. It's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Here's the second year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
On second and very short, Brissett. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. And it's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On second down, here's Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third and long, it's Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 45 on second down, Brissett. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Brissett now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Let's get off the field.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Brissett. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11. About 3rd and 10.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Check 4.
He's coming. He's got it.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he's got his man, Hilton. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Eddie Weber. Black 47. Check Black 47. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now Brissett. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Complete to Paris Campbell. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Got it. 47. Mike's 47. Coming.
They'll run it with Mack. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Yeah, baby.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play.
Whip. Okay. Set up.
Looking to run with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check. Flag down. 6-6. Pull it high.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
Hey, Haywood.
Block now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Nice, sweetheart. Protein spill.
Hey, turn it up.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch his flag. Hey, Rocket, hit it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Block. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day. Check your hot read.
Brissett now. Funches with a catch over the middle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. On 1st down, Hines. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and inches, Brissett. Throw left side complete. It's Hines. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Brissett. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. The Colts on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34, Mike 34.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Funches has it complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
From the west.
A final shot before half for Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the turnover, here's Locke. Flush to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing. Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Check, 47.
It's third and long for Brissett. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Completes it to Fant on the right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Brissett sets to throw it. Big hold of the 30. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. 16 yards, a first down. Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Brissett. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. This is Hines. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 38, Brissett. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled. But now they face a 4th down. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsey, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Brissett. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell, but it'll be 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw, Brissett. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Mack. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett looking deep here for Ebron. And it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. That'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
We own them. 34's a Mike. 34's a Mike. Check in. Check in. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Mike 34. Mike 34. Heavy. All day, baby. All day. All day.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Forced out to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, this is something I may never understand. I don't get why a quarterback under duress who has a chance to get rid of the ball and save the yardage keeps it and runs out of bounds. Instead of an incomplete pass and no loss of yardage, it's a 3-yard loss.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Here's Matt Weil now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Hines. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 44, Brissett.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for the Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's back to throw. Ebron caught left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Brissett. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Brissett. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. And it's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Let him know.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Brissett looks to throw. And this This will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad.